Welcome to Permission to Thrive. I'm your host, Suzi Lula. As a spiritual therapist for over 20 years, I have the honor and privilege of ushering women and mothers just like you on a journey from simply surviving to powerfully thriving. I also have the honor of raising our son, Will, who is now a young adult, with my longtime partner, Jamie, so I'm right there on the journey with you. Consider this your personal sanctuary, your space to meet your heart, embrace your messy, and come home to your most authentic, extraordinary self. My hope is that you leave resourced and inspired because you are here to shine. Welcome to Permission to Thrive. Hello, everyone. I'm Suzi Lula, and I'm so happy to be with you today. I wanted to do an episode on 11/11 because it is a portal of light. And 11/11 happens not only once a year on November 11th, which it is today, but 11/11, 1/11 happens twice every day. And so we can use this as a portal daily in our lives. So sit back, relax, and receive all that I have in store for you today around 11/11. So what exactly is 11/11? Across time and different traditions, numbers have been seen as a divine language. I always say that synchronicity is the language of the universe. The universe is always trying to communicate with us. And so when we experience these synchronicities, we're thinking about someone, and then the moment we're thinking about them, our phone rings and it's them on the phone. These synchronicities are a way that the universe is always trying to get our attention. And so when we look at our clock twice a day and it's 11/11 or 1/11 or today, November 11th, and we pay attention, those synchronicities have the power to positively affect our day, positively affect our life. And who does not want to be positively affected daily, especially in these times? So different traditions use numbers as a language, and we want to learn this language so that we can use it in a powerful way in our own lives. So the way that the universe speaks to us through these synchronicities is the universe's desire to speak directly to our soul, to speak directly to our heart, to remind us that we are so much greater than simply our human selves. We are a soul, we are a spirit moving through our lives. And so these portals are here, these synchronicities are here to remind us at least twice a day that we are so much more than we think we are, than we give ourselves credit for. So in ancient numerology, the number 1 represents creation. The number 1 represents a seed of something new. So number 1, it's new. It's like a child being in awe, seeing a flower for the first time, a child getting mesmerized by the clouds in the sky. The number 1 is the seed of something new. It represents new beginnings and the power of thought. So you have power over your thoughts. You have dominion over your thoughts. And 11/11 every day reminds you that you have this dominion over your thoughts. So if you begin to notice 11/11, you can then begin to notice, what was I thinking in this moment? And if it was something less than what you'd like to be thinking, you can use this 11/11 portal to give you that dominion, to remind you that you have dominion, that you can change your thoughts, that you can align your thoughts with the highest truth of reality. So in mystical traditions, One is seen as that new beginning, a new thought, a high thought that you have dominion over embodying in your consciousness. But then when you put the number 1 next to the number 1, 11, 11 is seen as a master number. And so then when repeated, 11, 11, this master number becomes a sacred sequence. So you have the number 1, which is new beginnings, a new seed, your dominion over your thoughts. You put it together and you have 11, and then you have 11, 11, and you have this master number seen in a sacred sequence. So it amplifies, it expands this new beginning, this new creation, this new thought, aligning your thought with the highest thought, with the highest energy of light that is possible in your consciousness. So you exemplify it, you expand it, you intensify it, and it provides you then more inner power, more empowerment, more power in your energy from the inside out of you. So I see 1111 as a bridge, as a portal. If you just look at the visual numbers, it's 2 vertical lines next to each other. So those vertical lines next to each other, they give you the visual, the description of a bridge, of a portal. They're standing side by side, 2 columns, 2 pillars. They create a current, they create a river, they create a flow. And this gives us the opportunity to unify all of our energy so that the flow of all of our energy is going in one direction. Imagine a portal. Imagine these 2 pillars, these 2 columns, and imagine you galvanizing all of your energy so that it moves not only in the same direction, but it moves through these 2 pillars. When you align all of your inner energy into the same direction, it's very powerful. It's a very powerful channel of energy in the direction of something high, of the direction something that we value, of the direction something that is very important to us. So let's just take a moment and think about something that is really meaningful to you in your life. It could be desiring a close and connected relationship with your child, with your children, a close and connected relationship with your partner, a spouse, an in-law, a parent, a friend. It could be your health, a high vibration, a high value. What is the highest value that you hold around your health, your wealth, your finance, your purpose? You could actually be in the middle of a transition or a life challenge. Whatever it is that is prompting you, whatever it is that is important to you, right now, take a moment and align your energy. Because what could be more important than focusing your energy on what is important to you? And then to consciously channel all of your energy in the direction of the highest thought that you have about it, the highest thought, the highest energy, the highest vibration. So take a moment to call forward whatever it is that is really important to you at this time, at this moment in your life. Envision the highest thought about that, the highest vibration, the highest energy. Feel light. Feel consciously that you are aligning all of your energy and you're channeling that energy all in the same direction, flowing through these 2 portals, these 2 pillars, flowing through these 2 pillars, flowing through these 2 columns of energy, these 2 columns of light. And then imagine how powerful you would be and how powerful your life will be by extension if you have a practice of consciously channeling all of your energy in the direction of that higher meaning, that high vibration, that high truth, the high reality that you seek to call into your life, to integrate into your life, to embody in your life, to live in and to be that vibration, that outcome, that energy. So the mystics believe that when 1111 appears, that the veil between the dimensions of life thin. Your soul and source energy are mirroring one another. That's why it's so powerful to align your inner thoughts with your highest intention. When you mirror your inner thoughts with your highest intention, it is replicating what the mystics believe around 1111, that you are thinning the veil between your soul and source energy, the infinite potential, the infinite possibilities of this universe, and the infinite potential and the infinite possibilities that are alive within you. They are being mirrored to one another. It's an energetic alignment where your inner world and your potential outer reality are in sync. So it's reminding you, as within, so without. It's reminding you that as you think, you actually create. It's reminding you that you are the architect of your experience. You are in dominion of the architecture of your inner energy, and that inner architecture reflects and mirrors your outer experience, your outer reality. So when you see 1111, it's a call. It's a call to return. It's a call to remember that the state you occupy now in consciousness will crystallize into form. So going back to where we began, envision channeling all of your energy into the direction of your highest self, your soul's calling. It could be your destiny, your purpose, or it could be something specific around a relationship that you are very intentional around, a connection, an intimacy, a closeness that you'd like to have with your own body, with your own self, with your own health, with your finance, with your children, with your spouse, your partner, whatever that is important to you. Now, when you see 1111, you pause, you close your eyes, you feel the end result of your desire as already fulfilled. You feel the end result of your desire being channeled through these two pillars, being channeled through these two columns of light. And you say to yourself, it is already done. You are impressing the subconscious with the vibration of your consciousness. The precise moment the portal opens is when your inner self is aligned with your highest self. Imagine that. The portal opens when your inner self is aligned with your highest self. So in soul psychology, 1111 is like a soul's mirror. It's a reflection that is saying that you're not separate from your authentic self. You're not separate from your wholeness. You're not separate from your spirit. You're not separate from your soul. You're not separate from the infinite potential of your life, infinite possibilities. You're not separate from your creativity, from your inspiration, from your wholeness, from your enoughness. You're not separate. You are in this moment having an opportunity to remember your authentic self, to remember your essence, to recover your essence, to rescue your essence, to rescue your light, to rescue any places within you that have ever had to hide, any places within you that you've ever had to temporarily put away so that they would feel safe. This is your moment to rescue them, to recover them, to reconnect with them, to bring them in to the light of your heart, to the current of energy, of light that is within your heart. So we aren't taught to stay connected with our authentic self, our highest self, our essence. But what if we had been? Imagine if every day at 11:11, your parents had known to say to you, this is a moment to remember you are light and you have the potential to bathe and shower yourself in the light that you are. You have the power and the potential to remember who you are. Had we been taught this, had we been encouraged to remember to connect with ourselves inwardly in our light, imagine what your life would be like right now. Who would you be? And so we have this opportunity. We have this opportunity at any moment, honestly, of course. But 11:11, 1:11, these columns, these pillars, these portals, this light, this high vibration, it's like an invitation. It's like a welcoming. It's such a high vibration that it assists you and reminds you that you are luminous, you are radiant, you are full of vitality and health and infinite potential. And that moment of remembering reminds you, and it lifts you and it uplifts you. And so at least a couple of times a day, we have the opportunity to connect, to recover, to rescue, to reconnect with your truest self, your highest self. And if that isn't power, I don't know what is. I try as much as I can, as often as I can, to reflect that back to my son, Will. I try as much as I can, as often as I can, to reflect that back to my partner, Jamie, to all of my clients. May you remember 100 times in one of our sessions, in one of our classes, who you really are, your highest self, your truest self, your most authentic self, your most light-filled self, the part of you that is innocent, the part of you that is pure, the part of you that is so connected to your destiny, to what it is that you came here to bring and share and contribute. That is the power of using something like an 11:11 portal to engage all of your energy and channel all of your energy in the same direction. You know, it's the moment that your conscious mind meets your highest self. And the moment that your conscious mind meets the subconscious mind, because remember, it is your subconscious mind that has the largest, greatest percentage of energy that is actually running your life. So the moment your conscious mind meets your subconscious mind, the more your conscious mind inputs truth into your subconscious mind, then your conscious mind is influencing your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is the result of all of the different things that you ingest in a day. Your subconscious mind is a result, a culmination of all of the energy, the thoughts, the experiences that you have ingested every day of your life. So we are seeking to positively influence the subconscious mind. So when you bring conscious energy into your subconscious mind, eventually there's going to be a tipping point. Eventually, the more that you channel high truth, high vibration, high intentionality over and over and over again, consciously channel that into your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind then mirrors your conscious mind. Why is this so important? It's the most important thing. If your subconscious mind is the culmination of everything that you have ingested up until now, and you consciously over and over input into your subconscious mind the highest truth, the highest energy. You say the kindest things about yourself. You fill yourself with compassion and acceptance. You declare and you commit that no longer will you reside in a judgmental consciousness. You accept all of yourself. You don't allow yourself anymore to indulge in judging yourself, in judging another, in complaining about yourself, complaining about another. You no longer allow yourself the privilege to indulge in less than thinking, not enough thinking. You don't allow yourself to indulge in the thought that you are broken, that you are damaged, that something's wrong with you, that you are not enough. When you no longer allow yourself to indulge in that type of thinking, you're unifying your conscious mind. You're unifying your conscious energy. And when you unify that conscious energy, it then becomes the content of your subconscious mind. And when your subconscious mind is in alignment with your conscious mind, there is no stopping you. There is an alignment. There is an inner coherence. There is an inner flow. And you are manifesting easily, gracefully, effortlessly, abundantly, full of prosperity, full of expansive light, full of joy and vitality and radiance and gratitude. When your subconscious mind aligns with your conscious mind, honestly, your soul is so delighted. You are on purpose. And when this is the activity of your energy inside of you, imagine radiating that in your relationship with your children. Imagine radiating that in your relationship with your partner. Imagine radiating that to your clients, if you're a coach, a therapist, to your friends, to your boss, to your in-laws. You're radiating this coherence when you walk into a room. When you walk into a room, you will light up the room when you are in inner coherence. I just can't stress this enough. When you are in inner coherence, you are affecting your outer reality, your outer experiences. And if right now your outer life is not reflecting or mirroring what it is that you so desire in your life, you have dominion. You have dominion to input and ingest only the highest thoughts about yourself, treating yourself only with kindness, only with compassion, only with acceptance. Just that is a full stop right there. Just let's take a moment and imagine what you would feel like inside of yourself if you were disciplined to say, I only think the highest thoughts about myself. That is something that is in your dominion. What if you made such a commitment with yourself that you speak to yourself with respect and only respect, with appreciation and only appreciation, acknowledgement and only acknowledgement? It doesn't mean that you don't give yourself feedback. It doesn't mean that you're not here to grow and expand and transform and heal. But it does mean that you are intentional about doing it while creating kindness and compassion and acceptance and a good energy inside of yourself, a safe energy inside of yourself with which to grow and expand and shift and transform and heal. Your soul unites with the human part of you. So it's allowing the human part of you and the divine part of you to unite. And when you have unified energy, manifestation happens. I promise you, when you focus on this channeling of this inner energy, all of your outer relationships are going to be enriched. How could they not? You cannot have an inner, peaceful, calm, radiant, unified inner energy and not have it contribute to an outer experience of closeness and connection. It's like I always use that analogy of being stuck in traffic. If someone cuts you off in traffic, but inside of yourself, you were listening to a great piece of music, or you were singing at the top of your lungs, or you were feeling grateful for your relationship with a friend or your child or a parent, if you were feeling joyful and peaceful and calm, then somebody cutting you off is going to affect you dramatically differently than if you were judging someone or judging yourself or being hard on yourself or looking at what you hadn't done that day. That neutral experience of someone cutting you off, it's neutral. It's going to affect you dramatically differently depending on where you are inside of yourself. So imagine if you dedicate yourself to only light-filled thoughts about yourself, it's a way of ensuring that, of course, your outer relationships are going to become more enriched. It's a way of lifting up your human way of relating with yourself to a divine way of relating with yourself. And when you relate to yourself in such a divine way, then you are going to start relating to all those around you in such a divine way. So 1111 becomes a reminder. It becomes a reminder to pause and to listen inwardly. What am I thinking right now? What beliefs am I holding right now? What emotional vibration am I transmitting right now? Because that portal is not outside of you. That portal is inside of you. And you have the dominion to up-level whatever thoughts you're having, whatever emotions you're feeling, whatever energy you're carrying. So every time you align thought, feeling, and action with your soul's truth, you are stepping through that 1111 gateway. The number 1, as I said, represents new beginnings. It also represents individuality, uniqueness, the power of pure creation. It's the I am energy, the I am presence. So remember, whatever words, whatever adjectives, whatever spiritual qualities you place after the words I am. I am beautiful, I am radiant, I am whole, I am willing, I am intentional, I am creative, I am inspired. Whatever you place after the words I am becomes that portal through which your conscious energy is flowing. So you want to be very intentional about what you place after the words I am. And so when we see 1111, we are interested, we are intentional about aligning that energy of the I am with the highest version of what it is that you are seeking to manifest. So you want that intention of your highest manifestation to be mirrored, to be reflected back. It's the universe wants this for you. And when you want for you the same thing that the universe wants for you, it's like your soul delights. It like your soul expands. Your soul is smiling. And so you take this number 11, this master number that carries the frequency of heightened awareness, intuition, spiritual awakening, that's known as a gateway number, the bridge between the human and the divine, between where you are now in your life and the highest ideation of where you want to be in your life, and you unify them. That's why these two pillars, it's like twin flames. It's like a gateway between two realms, and it's allowing the currency, the flow of your energy to go between these two realms and find that sweet spot of unifying the shadow, the light, the masculine, the feminine, the yin, the yang, standing side by side, creating that portal of consciousness. So these two gateways align and they amplify what's possible in your life. It's like the universe is saying to you at 11:11, the door is open, step on through. The door is open, the portal is open, the bridge is here. Step on through, walk on through. In sacred geometry, the number 11, it vibrates at this frequency of a vertical energy, which is so important because it's a connection between the energy of the earth and the energy of the spheres, the energy of the linear and the energy of the quantum, the energy of the masculine, the energy of the feminine. It's like a column that unites your root chakra and your crown chakra. So imagine you have inside of you your own spine, and that is your way of unifying and flowing this energy from your root chakra to your crown chakra. It's a symbol of activating this energy from inside of you. It's a reminder that you have this ability within you. It's built into your anatomy. It's built into your nervous system. It is represented by your spine and these chakras, that you have the potential, the dominion to allow all of your energy to flow in one direction from your root chakra all the way up your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your crown chakra. And when all of your energies are aligned in one direction, there are many different ways of thinking about this. You can think about it through your anatomy, through your chakra system, through your energy system. However it is that you want to visualize it and see this energy, it's a way of unifying your human self, your survival self, your egoic self, with your highest self, your spiritual self, your soul self, the source of all life. However you language that, it's a unification process. And remember, the soul of you, the spirit of all life, it's such a high frequency. That's why your root chakra has a lower, slower vibration. Your crown chakra has a high frequency. And so your energy is always being lifted and uplifted. And that's why you can feel a subtle energy when you even think about 11. 11 is, it's more than a number. It's like a vibrational frequency, a vibrational energy. So at a soul level, it represents the alignment of body, mind, and spirit. At the soul level, it's an opportunity for you to align coherence. You want to have inner coherence with body, mind, and spirit. Your body, the energy in your body, your thoughts, and your spirit that is infinite. It's a moment of awakening to recognize that you are more than your personality. You are more than the situations in your life. You're a soul, you're a spirit, and you're connected to something that is so much greater, so much larger, so much higher. And when you can do this twice a day, a couple of times a day, just imagine doing this over and over. Imagine allowing your children to stay connected to this over and over and over again. Then what you will in fact manifest and create is that your outer world will reflect and mirror your inner energy, your inner intentions, your inner frequency. The synchronicity, the universe is always responding to our frequency. So when you see 1111, it's not a coincidence. It's your soul in synchronization saying you're in the right vibration, you're in the right consciousness, you are remembering who you are, or you have the opportunity to remember who you really are. And you want to be communicating with the universe as much as possible during the day. And 1111 is just a moment to use as an example, to use as a practice, to practice aligning your energy as often as you can throughout the day. So the last thing that I want to share is that it is also said that 1111 is not only a portal to the spiritual level and your highest self and your most authentic self and your essence and the highest outcome of what you could possibly want between you and your children, you and your partner, you and your parents, you and your purpose, you and your body. It's not only representative of that high outcome, value, meaning, but it's also a portal to the angelic realms, if you so believe that. So the angelic realms that are pure, that are here to be of service to you, they are always available to you. And at an 1111 moment, it's just a moment that your soul can smile. It's just a moment that you can connect to a realm that is supporting you always. It gives you the opportunity to ask for assistance. It gives you the opportunity to open your heart. It gives you the opportunity to receive. And who doesn't need some assistance right now? Who doesn't need some assistance from an energy that so wants for you to thrive, to be full of light and radiance and luminosity? This is an opportunity for you to receive. And most of us are taught to do, to give. And there's nothing wrong with giving. I'm a giver. I love to give. But to give yourself the moment to receive, and to receive from the angelic realm, is a gift to your soul. You will feel nurtured. You will feel nourished. You will feel infused with a goodness that is inexplicable. It's inarticulatable. It is something that is beyond anything that I could describe to you. But just allow yourself to open up to the possibility, because it's an invitation ultimately to embody your own light. We have forgotten that we are light, and we have forgotten the light that we are. And 1111 and connecting to the angelic realms and allowing the essence of purity and innocence to reflect back to you that you are light, that you are light, that you are light, that you are so much greater than you think you are, that you are so much more than you think you are. And the outer relationships in your life have the potential to be so much greater than you think they can be, that your purpose is so much richer than you may think it is. It's so much easier to get to the destination than you may think it is. The process is so much richer than you may think it could be. And 1111 is the ultimate invitation to embody your light. And why not receive the assistance from the angelic realm? Because ultimately, we want to use this as the moment daily to remember our light, to embody our light, and to live your destiny, not just think about it in your mind. So, to review, in soul psychology terms, 1111 is the soul's mirror. It's a reflection of your own inner unity consciousness. And when you align with this vibration, you're no longer seeking anything from outside of yourself. You're not seeking validation from outside of yourself. You become the energy, and that energy then overflows and it influences your outer relationships. You're not waiting for a portal to open. You begin to recognize that you are the portal because you have the dominion over your thoughts and your energy. So every time you see 1111, it's your soul smiling back at you. In sacred geometry, Numbers are not just symbols, they're architecture. The number 11, those two parallel lines, they represent in architecture two pillars, two columns of light. The duality, spirit, matter, heaven, earth, divinity, humanity. But they're standing in perfect symmetry. So when you see 1111, the four pillars are aligning, the four columns are aligning. This is creating the corridor of coherence. It's a vibrational bridge between the dimensions of what you're seeking inside of yourself and what you're seeking to manifest outside of yourself. The vertical axis of creation. Excuse me, it's like the tree of life. It's like your spinal cord. It is the opportunity for that spinal cord within you, that tree of life, to become illuminated. Imagine your inner energy right now being illuminated. Imagine that inside of yourself right now, your energy is illuminated. Imagine right now that inside of yourself, your energy is glowing. It's radiant. Feel that glow. Feel that radiance, because you are light, and energy is light, and light is energy, and it is accurate that you are glowing. You are a presence of light. So you want to use this so that all of your energy can meet right there in the middle, so you can integrate, so that you can embody this inner column of light. You become this inner column of light. So call forward again the area of your life that you are seeking to expand, the area of your life that you are seeking to enrich. Call it forward right now. Make it very practical, very real, and envision that inside of you, you are the column of light. And then envision that what you see for yourself inwardly now becomes what you experience externally. So you're going to experience a closer connection with your child today, or you're going to feel more prosperous, more joy, more alive. Maybe you're going to feel more awe today and wonder today. Maybe the simplest of some things will light you up from the inside out. So we are embodying, we are integrating the masculine, the feminine, the child, the essence of you that remembers that flower, that rose, that cloud, the grass outside, the air on your skin, a tree, nature, the love that you feel for your child or your partner or a friend, or maybe it's someone that isn't even here on this plane anymore. This lights you up from the inside out, and when you are lit up from the inside out, what you experience within you will infiltrate, it will overflow into the outer experience that you create. So the portal does not open in the sky, it opens within you out into every outer relationship in your life. And 1111 is when all of the energy is traveling in the same direction. There's no inner againstness within yourself. There's no inner judgment within yourself. There's no inner conflict. There's no inner comparison. There's no inner duality. It's not better than, less than, greater than, worse than. It's all the energy going in the same direction. And when you do that internally, you will see only that externally. You will see the light inside of you, and then you will give thanks in your life, even if your outer life doesn't look the way you eventually want it to look. When you keep connecting with the inner spark, the inner light, the inner glow that inner light that you are, it will influence your outer reality. So let's just take one moment and call forward the thing that is real in your life. Set your intention. Feel all of your energy flowing in the same direction, and begin to recognize that you are not only not broken, you are not only not damaged, you are enough, you are more than enough, you are whole, you are divine, you are a soul, you are a spirit, and there are other realms that are lifting you up. So just allow yourself to feel that inner glow, the inner light that you are, and begin to see that the more you see yourself with this inner glow, this inner radiance, the more you allow yourself to be bathed in this light, to be showered in this light, to travel through this portal of light, to allow your human self and your divine self to meet in the middle. When you allow this, you can see that your inner light is meant to be radiated into all of your outer areas of your life. All of your outer areas of your life become enlightened, become more full of light, become enriched with more light, with more connection, with more intimacy, with more joy and vitality and radiance and connection, with more gratitude, with more expansion, with more purpose, with more presence. You become synchronized, coherent with what is really important. You are the light made visible in your life. You are the bridge between what is within you and what you experience around you. So your opportunity is to remember who you are, to allow yourself to shine and serve through all of your light, all of your radiance, all of your vitality, to embody it, to speak from it and to speak about it, to infuse all of your relationships with light-filled phrases and light-filled conversations and light-filled possibilities, conversations about possibilities. You don't deny what's happening in your life, and you create an and both. This is happening, and we can hold for the light, for the highest outcome, for the highest possibilities. When you move, speak, and relate from your own luminosity, you will see that every relationship in your life will be enriched. This, I promise you. So I hope that you have received so much from this episode. I hope that you will never see 1111 without smiling again, without using it as a portal to remember your own inner light, to remember your own luminosity, and then to spread that luminosity into all of your relationships around you. If this episode has inspired you, please let me know. I would love to hear from you. I would love if this episode has inspired you, if you would take a moment and share it with a friend, because we're living in really interesting times right now. And so to gift someone that you love with a little inspiration that they can tap into every day, a couple of times a day, what a treasure you would be to that friend. You would then be inspiring someone who just might need a little light during these times. So if you would take that moment and share this episode, I would be so grateful. If you would subscribe, and if you haven't, I would so appreciate it if you would leave a 5-star review and let everyone else hear how this is touching you. It will assist us to get these teachings of soul psychology out to more and more and more individuals who are here to shine their own light and enrich all of their relationships. So much love, everyone, and see you next time. Give yourself permission to thrive this week. Thank you so much for listening. If there was something in this conversation that spoke to you, we'd so appreciate it if you would take the time to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and share this episode with women and mothers you know, because you are here to thrive. See you next time.